Hear ye all, a royal proclamation. Today is hereby proclaimed a holiday. Let all the banks be closed. Let all the shops be closed. Let all the schools be closed. Today is the day of the ball.
Cinderella's no help at all. A very disorganized girl.
Ma, no braids! When you haven't got it, you haven't got it. Cinderella hasn't got it.
Cinderella, my fan. Cinderella, my lorgnette. Cinderella, my reticule.
Cinderella, my handkerchief. Oh, the carriage is here. You all look so beautiful.
Yes, don't we?
Cinderella, the flowers.
Come along, girls.
Have a good time.
I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I am in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with the prince and king and queen, and the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince. Oh, your highness, you shouldn't say such things. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. Oh, I wish.
Fol-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
Oh, Godmother, I'm so glad to see you.
I thought you might be lonely, and I knew what you'd be doing.
What?
I just knew I would find you in that same little chair, in the pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Fol-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-fiddle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
Well, what do you suppose every girl is doing tonight? I mean, every girl who isn't at the ball. She's dreaming and wishing she were really there.
But why aren't you really there?
My stepmother, well, somebody had to mind the house.
Do you know what I would do if I were you? I'd leave them. I'd just up and get out of the house. They make you work harder than a servant. If you wanted to be a servant, you could go some other place and be paid for it.
You mean leave my stepmother? I don't think if Father were alive he'd like that. Do you think so?
Aren't you going to ask me in?
Oh, forgive me, Godmother, of course. Come round to the door.
Don't bother!
How did you get in?
The window!
The window?
The window! Now Aren't you going to offer me some tea?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'll just like the... But it was out. And the kettle's hot. It's most curious.
Your water's boiling?
Oh, please sit down. I'll have this in a minute.
Thank you.
I'm so awfully glad you happened to come by tonight. I was getting awfully lonely.
I thought you might be.
Godmother, do dreams never come true?
Oh, I wouldn't say never, just seldom.
That's not very often, is it?
Not very often is precisely what seldom is. Now, you are a nice godchild, but you ask very foolish questions.
I wish you believed in wonderful things. I wish you believed that once in a while something marvelous and magical could happen.
Well, I don't say that I don't believe that every once in a while something marvelous or magical can't happen.
For instance, do you believe in guardian angels?
Well, I can't say that I don't believe in them. Only thing is, it's dangerous to believe too much in good fairies or guardian angels.
Why?
Oh, you get to lean on them too much. You get in the habit of sitting back and expecting them to do all of the work for you. You've got to help yourself, you know.
Yes, I know. I think about it a lot, and then I don't know what to do. So I always just wind up wishing and dreaming, and I don't suppose that does any good at all.
Well, I wouldn't say it doesn't do any good at all. As a matter of fact, everything starts with a wish. Nothing happens without wishing.
Do you want to know what I was wishing tonight, just before you came?
I'm almost afraid to hear.
Do you see that pumpkin out there in the yard?
I nearly stumbled over it in the dark.
The moon is shining on it now. Well, I was wishing that that pumpkin would turn into a great big royal golden carriage that would take me to the ball tonight.
And what were you going to do for horses?
White mice. 4 white mice to turn into horses. Beautiful white prancing steeds.
And were you going to drive them yourself?
Oh no, there'd be a coachman and a footman and 2 flunkies on the back seat.
And where would they be coming from?
They could be the 4 baby rats I saw down in the cellar yesterday. Oh, I know what you're going to say. Fol-de-rol and fiddle-de-dee.
Yes, fol-de-rol and fiddle-de-dee.
It's impossible, I suppose.
Impossible?
Just the same, I'm wishing it.
Nonsense.
I'm wishing it very hard.
You are?
Yes, I am. If only I had some magical help. If only I had a guardian angel, or if my godmother were a fairy godmother.
Oh, very funny. Good joke.
I am wishing, in the name of every young girl who ever wanted to go to a dance and was told she couldn't, I am wishing that I may go to that dance tonight. I wish that by some kind of magic, or abracadabra, or fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee, that all the kind hearts in the world will put their heads together.
All the kind hearts put their heads together?
You know what I mean. That all the kind hearts and good souls will wish with me, and that you, godmother, will help me with every ounce of strength and cleverness you possess.
Cinderella.
Yes, godmother?
It's impossible.
Impossible. I suppose so.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. So fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these stuffed and two-eyed dogs keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Impossible, 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 impossible.
Impossible things are happening every day? Is that true, godmother?
Well, yes Yes, I suppose so. In a way.
Then I continue to build up my impossible hope for tonight and officially wish.
Officially wish?
Officially wish and wish and wish. All those things I said about the pumpkin and the mice and the rats.
Impossible!
Just the same, I'm wishing it.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And for white mice will never be for white horses. They will! Such foldy-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, of course.